Welcome back to another episode of the City Yard Podcast. I know it's been a minute. I just had a 53-minute episode that I did this past Thursday. That's up on YouTube. That's also on Spotify under a different thing, but it's still a City Yard because I used a different app. So go check that out. It'll be two of them. So it'll be my original City Yard, this one, and then there's another City Yard. That's like a colorful artwork on my cover. But anyway, so to get on to this episode real quick, probably gonna be a short episode. So I live in Miami. I know a lot of people can agree to this, especially the ones that live in Florida. Yo, we got some fat rats. And I'm not talking about humans. I'm talking about legit animals, fat rats. At the job that I work at, every time we come out after we get off of work at like 7 in the morning, they run around the parking lot. They eating the trash. They're eating just yo, it's crazy. Crazy. To be honest with you, I believe if you put a New York City rat, because there's some big ones too, and a Miami rat together, I think the New York City rat's probably gonna have more advantage than the Miami rat. But you know, it is what it is. So sorry guys, I've been tired as of late, been stressing. But yeah, it's a good day to be I guess you could say it's a good day. It's a good day to be a New York fan. Both the Knicks and the Yankees won. I believe the Knicks are 3-2 on the series now, I believe. And they're at MSG, but I believe they go back to ATL. Thursday? Wednesday, because they just had a game today. So that's pretty badass. What else? Oh, I guess it's for like the first time in a while, or just the first time at all. We've actually had the King of England come to the United States. So that was cool to see on TV. It was, monumental, historical. Again, to me, that kind of doesn't mean nothing in a sense, though. Like, cool that he's here along with his wife and all that. That's dope. But, like, what's that going to change? I don't think it's going to change anything. But, good for him. What else? Oh, there was an earthquake. Japan got hit with another earthquake. It was like a 6.4. So yeah, it's a little disturbing. What else we got here? And again, they're at it trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel. Was it Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah, now it's Jimmy Kimmel. He's, now they're trying to cancel him. Which, I mean, it is, I guess, what it is. I mean, he's a stand-up comedian. They do their job. You had what do you call that? A lawmaker. I mean, this is all in the news, but there's a lawmaker from North Dakota. She passed away due to a plane crash, which is crazy. So okay, I got a little story to tell y'all. So growing up in Jersey, right? So this is where it gets a little interesting. Well, not interesting, but whatever you want to take it. So our elementary school, once we graduated from high school, from elementary school, the high school head coach used to come to the elementary school for anybody that wanted to play football, and it was just like, You just sign up, you go in, and you're playing. So I remember it was literally after we got done, we graduated. So we graduated, and there was a thing that was like, if you want to play football for high school, be back at the elementary school. I think it was like I want to say it was like a Monday. So we go in, we do it. Coach is there. He tells us who he is, this, that, and the third. And then he's like, we start practicing like. So we didn't go back to school till like September 6th, I believe it was. No, September 6th, September 3rd. One of the two. So we basically practiced July, August, then September we had all that. But like July and August was like practice, spring training, practice, preseason games, to get the fundamentals of football for most of us, right? So I remember, I go in because it was in our library at the elementary school. We sat there, coach was talking to us. He's like, you want to play? Y'all can play. If not, y'all can leave. Cool. So we're playing. Whatever. We're doing our thing. And we start training, right? So we do without pads, and then we get fitted for our pads. And I remember one time playing, doing our lines and stuff. I remember going up for like a block, not a block, but like, trying to get past the offensive line. And my two fingers on my left hand, my ring finger and my middle finger, got caught underneath the shoulder pads of one of the guys that I was going against. And they bent all the way back and they touched my wrist. Yo, I've never felt so much fucking pain to the point where I couldn't even like take my pants off when we got done with practice. So what I wound up doing is, though, when that was happening, I went over to, like, I pulled myself out real quick, got medical tape, taped up the fingers from the bottom, the middle, and then the top. So, like, they won't be able to bend. But, boy, let me tell you, the next day, because I believe we had, like, one day we didn't have practice because of, like, it downpoured, or some shit like that, I forget what it was, and it downpoured. Yo, when I mean I was hurting, I took the tape off, and them bad boys were so fucking swollen, it was horrible. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Fingers look like shit, hurting. So yeah, that was an interesting story. I mean, you can laugh at it, don't mean nothing to me. It's in the past. Hate it. Wouldn't wish that on anybody. So yeah, and then, just real quick, probably next episode that I do, I'm probably going to just wrap this up real quick, because I got to go back to work in a few minutes. Well, not in a few minutes, but like 30-ish minutes, but I'm going to just relax for a little bit. Just so y'all know, or not even just so you know, my next episode, so this one probably posted tomorrow morning. So, Wednesday morning, I guess. And then my one that I'm going to do for Wednesday night, or it's going to be Thursday morning, but whatever. When I do that one, that's probably going to be posted more than likely the same day. Or no, I'm going to do it, so Thursday, so it'll be posted Thursday morning. But that one probably be a little bit more serious in a sense. Not serious, but like just some things I want to talk about that it's kind of personal to me. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening, for downloading my podcast. Please just do me a favor, go onto YouTube, search up the City Yard Podcast. You could have it playing on in the background of you watching, you're doing dishes, something, and just watch all the videos. I think it's like 6 or 7 or 8 now. I think it's 7. This will be the 8th one. So just go check it out. Just subscribe, turn on the notifications, tell your friends, tell your family, tell their friends, tell their family, tell your gerbils, your hamsters, your dogs, your cats, whatever. So please just go check that out for me. And as always, I will see you guys, or talk to you guys in the next episode. See ya, filthy animals.